All I gotta say is if y'all knew what I had to go through to make this video for you all today, you would be happy. All right, so here we go. So we started talking about domain and range. And so domain is the X values, range is the Y values. So in each one of these graphs, we're going to see how much of the X values does this graph take up and how much of the Y values does this graph take up. So this was the second page of the notes. And so here we go. Now this pen tool is a little funky, so if it starts looking crazy, just listen to my voice and know what it's supposed to be. My handwriting is, some days it's on, some days it's off. Most days it's off. But all right, here we go. So we have this picture here. And so we're looking at the X values, So how much of the graph does the X values, does this graph take up the X values? Something like that, I'm saying. So here we go. So we have here and here. So these are the X values. This is my horizontal graph, all right? So I'm only looking at this here. So how much of the X axis does this graph take up? Well, this is only how much is taken up here, and it's only taking up this here. So it's only taking up -2. See, here we go. And 2. Now, my little, that looks really, all right, let me put you, all right, whatever. I don't even know what that is. And so, yeah, I don't know what that is. Okay, but, so we have this, oh gosh, what is it doing? Why is it showing up? I don't know how to get rid of it. Maybe if I do that. Okay, it's gone now. All right, so yeah, so it's only taking up -2 and 2. That's what that is. And when you're looking at your Y, you're looking at this is your Y axis. So you're seeing how much of the Y axis this graph takes up. Well, as y'all can see that it's taking up all of this and it keeps going on forever. It continues. And it takes up all of this and it keeps going on forever. These dots means that they're inclusive. So it's taking up the entire Y-axis. So what do we write? All real numbers. That looks beautiful. All right, let's move on. So the domain of the next one. Okay, how much of this graph, what's on this coordinate plane, is taking up the X-axis? So it takes up the X-axis here at -3. Gosh. All right, negative. I can't even make a comma. -3, 2. My computer crashed. And so what I used to, that is not 2, Mr. O'Neill. That is 0. Up here talking about computer crashing. So y'all make mistakes like I do from time to time. So -3, it took away my negative sign. Oh, look at there. 0. All right. Okay. I got happy for a minute. 2. Y'all know it's supposed to be a 2. And 5. This is the bootleg software. All right, so -3, 0, 2, and 5. That's not, yeah, y'all know what it's supposed to be. And then when you look at the Y-axis, okay, so it's taking up the Y-axis here, Y-axis here. Order doesn't matter here. I put that in the other notes, but I'm just start here. All right, -5 and move up. -5, that's what would be -5. There we go. And then -3. All right, didn't do it that time. And then 2. And then 3. That looks like my bracket. Y'all get the point. Now, talking about my handwriting. All right, so that's how much of the Y-axis is taken up. So when we look at this graph here, we're looking at the domain. How much of the X-axis does this graph take up? Well, everyone, this is my X-axis right here. So this graph starts here at 0 on my X-axis, and it continues to take up everything going this way. So I'm going to say it's inclusive to 0. That's that thing again. It's inclusive to 0. So X, look at that beautiful X. Y'all see that? Is less than or equal to 0. I'm on a roll. That looks like a perfect like egg for Easter. And then on the Y-axis, how much of the Y-axis is taken up? Well, it starts here on the Y-axis at -2, and it continues to go down. So how much of the Y-axis is taken up? So Y is going to be less than or equal to, it's a crazy dot again, -2. Okay, so let's move on to the next one because I only got 15 minutes because this is the bootleg version. All right, so on the next problem, let me scroll. Watch this scroll, y'all. Y'all see that scroll? Y'all see that scroll? Okay, so on the next problem, the domain, the x-axis, this graph takes up from here to here. So it's between. So the domain x is between -5 and 4. So x going this way from left to right is greater than or equal to -5, but less than or equal to 4. It's equal to because the dots are closed. That means they are included. But my y, okay, take a moment to think. How much of the y-axis is this graph covering? Y'all, it's covering nothing above, nothing below this line. It's only, I didn't give y'all a chance to think. Okay, there you go. And it's only hitting at -2. It's only covering right there. It's a beautiful dot. So the y is only at, I don't want the beautiful dot again, -2. Excuse me, I just got finished eating. Sorry, I went to the Chinese buffet. It was pretty good. I ate like a fat, well, I ain't gonna say, I ate like I'd never seen food before. All right, so the x here is coming from here. Y'all know I like food. All right, from here to here. So my x-axis is taking up from -3. X is between -3. Oh, I thought I had it, y'all. I thought I had a beautiful 3. All right, let's see if we can fill in the dots. Look, I can make a 3. And 5. Ooh, look at that 5. So x is going to be greater than or equal to -3, but less than or equal to 5. And then my y, look at this. This graph goes from here to here. So on my y-axis, I am going from -3, and they're closed dots, to a +5. -3, this is y, sorry. Y is between -3 and a +5. They're mad because they couldn't get the beautiful x's. Oh, never mind. All right, so that's my range. Going to this one, the last one. So my x is between, so it looks like I'm stopping here. So I'm not going past 4. But look, this arrow says go all the way, everything in that direction. So I'm going to say that x is everything less than or equal to 4. Right? Because I started at 4 and the arrow says go on, and on. Now, when I drew this, I wanted, y'all should have saw me drawing this. I was saying don't curve, stop. So this arrow is basically saying it's curving up right here, and then it stops. It levels out, and it keeps going on and on that way. That's kind of nice that I did that. But so from my y, I start here, but stop. But it's an open dot, and then I stop here, which is inclusive because it's on the line. So my y is between -5, all right, and 2, but it's greater, not equal to, than -5, but is less than or equal to 2. Well, I hope this helped you. If you watch any of my videos, I always sign up by giving myself a check because, you know, I believe in me. I have a growth mindset, and I believe I do a great job. Look at that signature. Beautiful. And so I hope you enjoy the video. Hope I made it entertaining for you. If not, you always got haters in life, and you just keep it moving. Enjoy. Goodbye.